What if the most heartbreaking loss in Blue Jays history becomes the blueprint for their greatest dynasty? 2 outs away from glory in Game 7, Toronto didn't retreat. They went all in on championship architecture. Dylan Cease, $210 million. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., $500 million locked in. Kyle Tucker, actively recruited at $400 million plus. And now, the $210 million question that could define this entire era. Will Bichette become the final pillar of Toronto's championship core? Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome to Jays Quick News, your go-to spot for the latest Toronto Blue Jays updates. Fresh off their historic World Series run and already one of baseball's most aggressive spenders this winter, the Blue Jays are making moves that scream dynasty in the making. Today, we're breaking down Tim Kelly's bombshell projection that Bichette returns to Toronto on a 7-year, $210 million contract, the exact same number they just gave Dylan Cease. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because this offseason is about to get absolutely wild. Let's talk championship architecture. According to Bleacher Report's Tim Kelly, the Blue Jays are projected to re-sign Bichette to a 7-year, $210 million contract with an average annual value of $30 million per season. Here's what makes this fascinating. Toronto just signed Dylan Cease to the exact same deal, $210 million over 7 years, making him the biggest free agent acquisition in franchise history, alongside George Springer's $150 million contract from 2021. Now, Bichette declined Toronto's qualifying offer of $22.05 million on November 18th, officially entering free agency for the first time in his career. But Kelly's analysis hinges on one crucial factor: unfinished business. That Game 7 3-run homer off Shohei Ohtani in the 3rd inning, Bichette was 2 outs away from becoming a World Series legend. Instead, Miguel Rojas tied it in the 9th, and the Dodgers won in 11 innings. That kind of heartbreak either breaks you or fuels championship hunger. The 7-year-old shortstop just posted a massive bounce-back season after an injury-plagued 2024. His 2025 line of 311, 357, 483, with 18 homers and 94 RBI across 139 games, proved he's healthy and elite again. He finished as one of only 2 players alongside Aaron Judge, hitting over 300 with 90-plus RBI. Plus, his 14.5% strikeout rate ranked in the 86th percentile of the league, showing elite plate discipline that suggests sustainable excellence moving forward. This is where it gets strategically beautiful. Toronto's payroll already sits at $263 million for 2026, projected to reach $292.1 million before opening day. Adding Bichette's $30 million AAV pushes them into the exclusive $300 million club tier, currently occupied only by the 2025 Dodgers and Mets. But here's the masterstroke. Toronto's ownership is demonstrating they're willing to spend whatever it takes to win. Think about the message this sends to the baseball world. The Blue Jays lost Game 7 by 1 run in 11 innings and immediately responded by signing the top starting pitcher on the market for $210 million. They're pursuing Kyle Tucker with offers reportedly exceeding $400 million. They locked in Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to a $500 million extension back in April. This isn't a team licking wounds, this is championship-level aggression. Now factor in the positional flexibility angle. During the World Series, Bichette played second base for the first time in his major league career, showing organizational trust and personal adaptability. While his defensive metrics at shortstop have been challenging, ranking last among qualified shortstops in fielding run value in 2025, the Blue Jays have multiple solutions. Move him to second base permanently, shift him to third, or even utilize designated hitter flexibility with Toronto's deep roster. The point is, championship teams find ways to maximize elite talent, and Bichette's 840 OPS proves he's elite offensively. Let's examine recent comparable deals. Willie Adams just signed 7 years and $182 million with the Giants in December 2024. Dansby Swanson got 7 years and $177 million from the Cubs before the 2023 season. Bichette's projected $210 million slots perfectly between these precedents and below premium tier deals like Corey Seager's 10-year, $325 million contract with Texas. But here's Bichette's competitive advantage that other teams can't replicate: organizational familiarity. He's been in this system since 2016 when Toronto drafted him in the second round. He's developed relationships with coaching staff, training staff, and teammates that create chemistry money can't buy. He knows Rogers Center intimately. His family has roots in Toronto. And most importantly, he's publicly stated multiple times, "I've said I want to be here from the beginning." Compare that to other potential suitors. The Braves desperately need offensive production at shortstop after getting just 3 homers and a 550 ops from the position in 2025. But would Bichette have the same comfort level in Atlanta? The Tigers, Phillies, and other interested parties can offer money, but they can't offer the championship window that Toronto has right now, nor the emotional connection of finishing what they started in Game 7. Here's the fascinating strategic dilemma Toronto faces. Bichette at $210 million versus Kyle Tucker at $400 million plus. Both are elite players. Both fill needs. But the math tells a compelling story. If Toronto signs both, which multiple sources suggest is actually possible given their financial commitment, they'd be adding over $600 million in total contract value between Tucker and Bichette. Add that to Vlad Jr.'s $500 million and Dylan Cease's $210 million, and you're looking at championship roster construction at an unprecedented scale for a Canadian franchise. But if they must choose one, Bichette offers superior value proposition, half the total commitment of Tucker, familiarity with the organization and fan base, proven chemistry with Vlad Jr. and the existing core, emotional narrative of redemption after Game 7, and critically, positional flexibility that allows Toronto to pivot if needed. The timeline favors Bichette too. With Tucker still unsigned and the market moving slowly, Toronto can negotiate with their homegrown star while maintaining Tucker discussions as leverage. It's championship chess: maximize options, secure value, build sustainable excellence. Kelly's $210 million projection accounts for one more factor that can't be overstated: market correction post-defensive concerns. Ken Rosenthal reported that many teams no longer view Bichette as a shortstop, which could suppress his market. The average salary among the 10 highest-paid shortstops in 2024 was $24 million, while Marcus Semien was the only second baseman making over $16 million. If teams price Bichette as a second baseman rather than shortstop, his value drops, but Toronto, knowing they can maximize him in multiple roles, gains leverage. Bottom line, the Toronto Blue Jays are building championship architecture brick by brick. Dylan Cease anchors the rotation at $210 million. Vlad Jr. leads the offense at $500 million. And Bo Bichette, projected at $210 million over 7 years, becomes the emotional and strategic centerpiece that ties it all together. This isn't just about dollars and wins above replacement. It's about finishing what they started in Game 7. It's about loyalty, chemistry, and organizational identity. It's about proving that a Canadian franchise can compete with the Dodgers, Yankees, and Mets at the highest levels of baseball spending and excellence. So, Jays Nation, here's my question. Is Bo Bichette worth $210 million to complete Toronto's championship core? Or should they go all in on Kyle Tucker at $400 million instead? Drop your strategic analysis in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to Jays Quick News, and hit the notification bell. This offseason is championship defining, and we're covering every move. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.